Season 12 of Overwatch 2 just started, and as always it comes with a wide range of cosmetics. Let's have a look at all of them. Season 12 was just kicked off, which means that a lot of you are probably looking at the progress of a download, or you're staring at a queue. Maybe you're at work, and that's fine. While you are waiting or working, let me show you what you can expect when it comes to cosmetics. We're going to have a look at the whole battle pass, the skins that will be in the shops over the next few weeks, and the Reaper Mythic Anubis skin. But we're starting out with the battle pass. Now before we get started, let me remind you that at level 5, 15, 25 and so on, there are 250 credits, so I'm not going to address that. Then at level 8, 18, 28 and so on, there's 10 mythic prisms that you can unlock. And at level 10, 49 and 79, there's 200 Overwatch coins to earn. That will explain some of the skips I make in the tiers. Let's get started. So the first skin you're getting when you unlock that premium battle pass is this Oni Ana legendary skin. The Oni Genji has always been a favorite, so I think this is going to be a nice addition to your collection. This is a look at her main weapon, and then there's of course this sleep dart gun. You'll also be unlocking this player icon for the Oni Ana skin. At tier 2 there's the Anubis Reaper player icon. On tier 3 there's a Venture voice line.
I'd gladly share a tomb with you.
Okay. At tier 4 there's a highlight intro for Doomfist and his kitty. That is kind of cute and scary. Tier 6 is a Judgment name card. That is an Anubis name card, clearly. There's a victory pose for Ramatra on tier 7, a spray for the Oni Ana at tier 9, and an emote Making It Rain for Diva at tier 11. Yeah, that is tied into a skin that we'll see later. On tier 12 there's a souvenir, a string souvenir. On tier 13 there's the Oni Ana name card. Tier 14 is the Patchy Mummy weapon charm. And tier 16 is the Anubis player icon. Looks classic. Tier 17 is a voice line for the Junker Queen. Let's listen in.
What's a god to a queen?
She has a good point. Tier 19 is the Moon Insegna player icon that is tied into the tier 20 skin, Thought Iyari. This is a legendary skin, and I'm kind of surprised that it didn't go for raw, but it is actually quite beautiful. It looks very blue. I like this one. Let's take a closer look at the weapon. I gotta say, I like this design. It really has that elegance and those forms that you see in that ibis, which is the symbol for Thoth. And the colors work amazingly well. I like it. This is your healing pylon. Destroy it as fast as possible. Always. On tier 21, there's a victory pose for Kiriko kneeling. And on tier 22, a voice line for Ramatra.
Gods are mere tools, built to foster fear and wielded by the wicked.
Yeah, that's what he says right now. Until his boss hears him talk like that. He's going to be in trouble. Tier 23 is a spray for Baptiste, the Awakening Mummy. Tier 24 is the Doherty player icon for Ashe. Tier 26 is the Afterlife spray, which is kind of cool looking, but I only use one spray. And tier 27 is the Doherty name card. That is actually cute. Tier 29 is the Apep Zarya spray. And at tier 30 there's the Doherty Ashe skin, based on the Wizard of Oz. So Ashe herself is Doherty from the Wizard of Oz, while Bob is the classic rendition of the Tin Man. And if you look closely, you can see he found his heart. It's on his chest. I gotta say, this might be one of the best Ashe skins they've done up till now. And I like a lot of them. This is a nice one. A closer look at her weapon, which has the lion head in there. Look at that. Nice reference. And her coach gun has the lion's paw. So the only one that we're missing is the scarecrow. It might be in this dynamite. This might be the reference to the scarecrow. A closer look at Tin Man Bob and his heart. Funny detail are the axes that are hidden in his upper arms. I love those details. Tier 31 is an emote for Lifeweaver, the Blooming Power. It's actually a beautiful one. Tier 32 is a spray for the Tin Man. Tier 33 is a voice line for Soldier.
One more story to tell around the fire.
He's getting old. Tier 34 is the Apep name card. Tier 36 is a victory pose for Hanzo that has him drawing an arrow. Tier 37 is a voice line for Genji. If you say so. Apparently it says once in a lifetime. Tier 39 is the Apep Zarya player icon. So as you would expect on tier 40 we get the Apep Zarya epic skin. That is going to be a free skin, a skin that you can unlock on the free path. As always, her weapon looks impressive. On tier 41 we got the Asset Echo name card, which is actually tied into a skin that you can get in the ultimate bundle and in the shop, but I'll get back to that later. Tier 42, a voice line for Orisa.
Bear the weight of judgment.
Classic Orisa. On tier 43 there's another Yakemon called Yakokapus. Yakokapus, and it's a weapon charm. That is very difficult to pronounce. Yakopapus. Yeah, that's it. Jacobus. It's a weapon charm. On tier 44, there's an Iyari spray with Thoth. On tier 46, there's a Scarab name card. And on tier 47, a Mora voice line. Let's have a listen.
You will know my vengeance.
She's still edgy. Confirmed. Tier 50 is the Mummy Baptiste skin, which is an epic. I think this is the first time we got an epic on a premium slot. Not sure. But it looks amazing. It is a pretty cool skin. I like it. It will go well with my Mummy Anna skin. A closer look at his weapon. And Yakimon is getting another weapon charm. On tier 51, a Pharamon weapon charm. They are pushing Yakimon in all directions. I kind of like it. Tier 52, Ra's Journey Spray. Tier 53 is Symmetra voice line.
There are always consequences.
If you say so. Tier 54 is Captain Sigma name card. Tier 56 is a Scarab player icon. Tier 57 is Captain Sigma spray. I don't know if he realizes that that wheel is attached to nothing, but I'm not telling him. Tier 59 is the last child Iyari victory pose. Deep cut. And then at tier 60, the man himself, Sigma in his captain skin. Another captain skin. But this time around, he's alive and definitely not some type of pirate or ghost. And a nice detail, he's wearing sandals. Luckily, no socks in the sandals. And these are his orbs, which are basically corals. Kind of nice. Beautiful. On tier 61, there's an highlight intro for Echo. And on tier 62, the Polar Lucio player icon. So you know what's coming, right? Give me a second. Tier 63, the Anubis Reaper Spray. Tier 64, the Ibis Moon name card. Tier 66, a voice line for Monga.
Pupula mai maka lowalelo.
Translated, that means eyes like a demon. It's not that I understand what he's saying, but it says so in the file name. Tier 67 is the Hieroglyph Orb Souvenir. It's like a spherical cow, but it's not. Not even close. Tier 69, Giggity, the Heist Diva name card. And here he is, Tier 70, Polar Lucio. He is part of a set of skins that they teased ever since they announced Overwatch 2. At least that they did the release trailer for Overwatch 2. Almost 2 years to finally release them, but here we go. And this is the one that is in the Battle Pass. It is another epic that you can unlock on the free path. Typically for the epics, the weapon is not that impressive, but it looks nice. Tier 71 is a weapon charm for Anubis. You get the God program connected to your weapon. That will help. Tier 72 is the Busted player icon. Tier 73 is a Reinhardt voice line.
I feel like I could build a pyramid.
And I think he's right. Tier 74 is the Bastard Doomfist name card. Tier 76 is a Reaper voice line.
Immortality. What a joke.
I guess he is the one to know. Tier 77 is a victory pose for the Junker Queen. Okay. Not weird at all. And tier 80, the final skin, it's Busted Doomfist. And he has a weird glitch on his glove. I don't know if that is going to be in the live game, or that just happened while they were recording this. He also comes with a player icon and a spray. He's trying to hide behind the kitty. Good job. Once you go beyond tier 80, you get into the prestige tiers, and those give you titles. At tier 85, there is Stoneworker. At tier 90, there is Mummy, but I don't have a picture of that one. The Scribe, Vizier, Divine Mourner, Descendant of Ra, Child of Anubis, Pharaoh. That is a bit of an anticlimactic ending. But anyways, that's everything that is in the Battle Pass. But we're not done just yet. Let's have a look at the shop. And the first shop skin is the one I think is going to be very popular. It's the Formal Wear Mercy skin. We've seen a few Formal Wear skins in game, but I definitely think this is one of the prettiest ones we've seen up till now. She looks classy. So does her staff. Look at that. That is a beautiful staff. But even her blaster looks amazing on this skin. That's classy. Beautiful. Good job. Another one that is going to be very popular is this Heist Soldier 76. I don't know if this is going to be an effect that is always going to be there, but he's losing money out of that backpack constantly. So yeah, that looks like that is going to be a thing. That is actually a nice skin. This is his weapon. There's some writing on there saying Black Van and then some letters. I don't know. Probably has a meaning. And Wolf. That's a cool looking weapon. While his little healing pot just looks pretty normal. Hanzo is getting another skin. This is a legendary skin, oddly enough. I don't know why this is a legendary. I don't know, this might just be a mistake and be an epic. I don't think a new hairdo is enough of a reason to make it a legendary. But we've talked about this before. This is his bow. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful bow, but not legendary. This one is also a legendary. It's the Nefertari Fire skin. Again, I'm kind of on the fence if this is really legendary. It's definitely closer than the Hanzo skin was. But by far, it's always kind of on that edge. It is a beautiful skin though. Especially her weapon looks rather impressive. If you get that as a golden weapon, that is going to look snazzy. Genji is getting his own proper cooking skin. We've seen a few characters getting skins like that, like Zenyatta for instance. But yeah, I guess Genji is joining the kitchen staff. It looks like some type of sushi chef, I guess. I'm not familiar with Japanese cuisine, I've said it before. His shurikens look okay, but it's definitely his swords that you need to be looking at. Those look amazing. Those are beautiful. And that is a short sword. It definitely has a bit of a kitchen feel to it. Kiriko is getting her own Oni skin next to the one for Anna in the Battle Pass and the Genji one we got a long time ago. And it looks pretty nice. It looks like a jackal. And her kunai knives have so much detail to them. It's amazing. I don't think she has more detailed kunai knives than these ones. While her praying papers kind of look like they were ripped out of some kind of ghost game. Like Demonologist, for instance. They look gnarly. And this is a Suzu. It has horns. Cool. As I said, as we went over the Battle Pass, these polar skins are being released this season, and this is the polar skin for Baptiste. I'm not the biggest fan of white skins, but this one looks nice. His weapon doesn't look too different, and Brigitte is also getting her polar skin. I like the Baptiste one better. This is her mace, and of course, the shield. Next up is Polar Genji, another skin for Genji in the shop. The shuriken, sword number 1, and sword number 2. I like the other ones better. And the final polar skin is for Reinhardt, which is a legendary. Don't ask me why this one and Brigitte's one are legendaries and the other are epics. But there you go. And this is his hammer. I love the detail with the chains. But yeah, so these are the shop skins, the original or new shop skins that we can expect. There's also 2 skins that will be included in the shop, but that you can also get through buying the Ultimate Bundle. So the Ultimate Bundle gives you those 2 skins that I'm going to show you in a second, 2,000 Overwatch coins, 20 tier skips, and the Premium Battle Pass, of course. And it usually goes around $40. Let's have a look. So the first one you can get is the Heist Diva skin. The bunny one. It also has that effect where the money seems to be, I don't know, pouring out on all sides. She's not wearing a backpack, so I have no idea where they're coming from. But it looks nice. I love Diva herself with the bunny mask. And yeah, Tuki kind of looks like a getaway car. And I love the style of the weapon. It looks really cool. Now, the weird thing is that usually we get a set of skins that are very kind of identical in theme for the Ultimate Bundle. This time around, that was not the case. The other skin that we're getting is not the soldier one, but it's actually this Echo skin, the Asset Echo, which is Egyptian team and not Heist teamed. Kind of weird. I would have preferred to get the soldier skin instead, but here we go. It is a very gold looking skin. So if you're an Echo main and you're not happy with your golden weapon, you will be now. But yeah, these are the 2 skins you get with the Ultimate Bundle. And the last category for the shop skins are the Recolors, and there are plenty. I've said this before, I don't mind Recolors that much because sometimes, pretty often actually, the Recolors will look better than the original. So some people will actually be happy that they do these Recolors. But it has been a point of discussion forever. Let's have a look. So the first one is the Cyber Oni Hanzo, which is actually a recolor of the Cyber Dragon Hanzo that we got in Season 1. I'm going to be honest, I don't like either. If I had to pick one of the 2, I probably would pick this one though. I like the color scheme better. And this is his bow. Next up is a recolor of the crustacean wrecking ball called Deep Sea Wrecking Ball. In general, it's a funny looking skin and I kind of like both of them. Currently, I'm kind of tilting to liking this one a little better than the original. But yeah, Deep Sea Wrecking Ball. And this is his weapon. One I definitely like better than the original is this Riale Widowmaker, I think that's the way you pronounce it, which is a recolor of the Medusa Widowmaker that we got in Season 2. I like the purple and blue better than the green. And a closer look at the weapon. Alright, the next one is funny. It's a recolor of the Formal Wear Tracer, aka the Angry Auntie Tracer. And it actually made the Angry Auntie thing a little worse. This one is called Evening Wear Tracer. So they took another color scheme, changed the hair color, and that's it. I'm not a fan of either skin. This is a look at a weapon. It looks classy. That's maybe the best part of that skin. And Bastion is also getting a recolor. It's a recolor of his Grishin skin. It is part of the Magma set. We've seen a few other skins getting the Magma treatment since the season that Mongo was released. Well, more specifically, since Samoa was released as a map, because that has lava on there and a volcano. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of these Magma skins. No matter what way you turn him, and whatever you turn him. And he's not the only one getting the Magma treatment. They gave Rhyme Sombra also the Magma treatment. Again, not a fan. Poseidon Ramatra is also getting a recolor called Ocean King. I definitely like Poseidon better than this one. This just doesn't make any sense. Sorry, staff, I really prefer the Poseidon one. This is Sea Soldier Sojourn. That is really difficult to pronounce. It's a recolor of a Water Warrior skin, which was actually an Overwatch esports skin that you could earn some way. I don't remember exactly. But this is also a case where I prefer the original. This is really a weird color combination. The same goes for her weapon. One of my favorite Anna skins, Mummy, is also getting a recolor. Tombwalker Anna. I'm not sure. I think I actually like this one better. That's going to be a difficult choice. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not. This is her main weapon and the sleep dart pistol. Alright, we started out this shop chapter with a Mercy skin and we're ending it with a Mercy skin. With the recolor of the Dragoon Mercy. The Wyvern Mercy. Which, in my opinion, is better than the Dragoon because I dislike the green on the Dragoon skin. And this kind of works better. Makes her look a little more like a real dragon. A closer look at her staff, that also looks better than the Dragoon one. And the same can be said for her blaster. Cool, that was the shop. Both the recolors and the originals. Now let's have a look at the Mythic skin. When it comes to the Mythic skin, I sadly did not get a chance to test the skin myself before release. So I have no idea on what the gun will sound like, what his voice will sound like, and what the effects will look like, except for what we all saw in the trailers. But I do have an idea on what the customizations are going to look like, and they're slightly different from previous seasons. They had said at some point when they made the transition into the Mythic shop that they wanted to kind of evolve these skins more on those different tiers. Kind of like they do with the Mythic weapon skins, where every time you unlock a tier, there's more going on with the skin. It's just not about unlocking customizations, but just making the skin looking more epic and impressive in general. But on top of that, of course, there are the options and the customizations where you can fine-tune it to make it look the way you want it to look. So when it comes to customizations, there are a few options. The first one is, of course, the color. You have this kind of black color, the basic one, which I think I kind of prefer. There's the red, which is not bad either, and then there's the white, which is definitely not my favorite. Now, there is no different weapon, so you only have this one weapon type, but they all change along with the color, of course. So the black, the red, and the white. On top of the color, you can also change the mask. The basic mask is just this full-out Anubis mask. The second one is more of a cut-off mask where you can see the bottom of his face and then his eyes are hidden behind a small Anubis mask. And the last one is the most impressive one. It is the Mummy half mask. So you got that same system, but let's just say you fast forward it for 600 years and you get the Mummy version of the second mask, where the mask definitely looks a little more gnarly and his face is just, beyond repair. I don't think there's any lotions or sunscreen or anything you can do to fix that. But it looks badass. But as I said, there's more going on than just this customization. As you work your way through the tiers, his armor will kind of evolve along. So when you start out, this is just the basic armor. Nothing too special, still looks cool, but if you unlock tier 2, there's a little more gold going on. There's a little more pieces that were added on his feet, on his shoulders, and on his chest. His horns look a little different. Push on to tier number 3, and it gets more ornamental. There's wrist braces. There's more going on his shoulders, his gloves, and his helmet has a few extra features. Go to tier number 4 and it just kind of all out starts glowing. There's gems added to all the gold plating. There's a red light coming out of his chest and his arms, and you have that huge swirly thing that seems to go throughout his shoulders, come out of his back, and is used as some type of cape. So in other words, throughout the tiers you get this evolution going on, which is kind of nice. Look at that. And that is something they want to do more in the future. Like I said, like what they do with the Mythic weapon skins, where every time you unlock a tier, it just gets more epic on top of the choices. But yeah, that is the Mythic skin for this season, Reaper. Kind of unexpected, but we've talked about this. And those were all of the cosmetics that we got this season. Let me know in the comments what you think. My personal opinion is that not as impressive as I had hoped. Still, some really nice skins in there, but I don't know. I'm definitely going to make a video on this in the future. But let me know your opinion in the comments below. For now, that was it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out. I also want to thank my patrons. I could not make these videos without you guys. You have my eternal gratitude. If you have a few minutes left, maybe check out this video. Click it. But above all, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye-bye.